Good morning to all of you. I am Chandan sir. I am a mathematics teacher. Now students, we are starting the 2.4 exercise of standard 9th. Look at there, in the 2.3 we have completed remainder theorem. Now we are going to complete factor theorem. What do we mean to a factor theorem? So just to think about that, factor. If one thing will divide the another thing, that is known as its factor. So just to think about that, we are reading the polynomial. When one polynomial is divided by another polynomial completely and remainder is 0, then that is known as factor. So according to this one, we can assume that factor theorem is related to, not this is the statement fully, we are according to this one overall knowledge for you understanding better. Here factor theorem that is related to if two polynomials are there, and px and gx means two polynomials are there, px and gx, and if px is divided by gx, and remainder is 0 means completely divisible, then gx is called the factor of px. Clear? Factor of px. But this is called a theoretical. How can we solve it practically? Clear? So we are taking the example, after then we are thinking about that. What is that? If gx is x plus 1, clear? So look at there, this is exercise 2.4. Now the questions are started. This is the first question of the first number, clear? But I am giving as you example, clear? I am solving also and for your example also. Look at there, there is given this polynomial is divided by this one, but there is not given the name. This is called px, this is called gx. We are assuming, let us consider what gx is equal to that one, px is equal to this one. So look at it. We will have to write here when gx is equal to 0. I am starting the process. This is called the solution. This is solution. I am starting the process when gx is equal to 0. So you just think of x plus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 1. Clear? Now, by factor theorem, if p minus 1, there is the px, now x value is equal to p minus 1. If by factor theorem, if p minus 1 is equal to 0, clear? Then gx is called the factor of px. Clear? Now look at how can we solve this one. So this one, look at it. Px is equal to x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Now we are finding out p minus 1. So look at it. There x is equal to minus 1. So there everything minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square plus minus 1 plus 1. Now look at minus 1, how much? Minus 1. Minus 1 square plus 1, minus 1 plus 1. Now look at minus 1, minus 2 plus 1 plus 2 is equal to 0. Look at the px is equal to 0. Okay, so p minus 1 is equal to 0. So p x minus 1, x plus 1 is the factor of px of x cube plus x square plus x plus 1. Because in this question this was not considered, means their name are not considered, we have already considered, therefore in the last one we will have to write according to the question. Clear? So I have already completed the example, and that example was the first question of the first number of the exercise 2.4. Clear? I am now going to solve the exercise question number 1/4 number. Clear? This one is given. I told you about that. Let us consider gx is equal to, you can assume x plus 1, px is equal to this one, x cube minus x square plus 2 plus root 2 into x plus root under 2. When I told you what the gx is equal to 0. This one the question as you are considering. Now you are starting the solution. Gx is equal to 0. You will have to make the gx is equal to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 1. After that, now look at that. P we can write that according to factor theorem. If p minus 1 is equal to 0, p minus 1 equal to 0, right, in the statement also, then gx is called the factor of px. Now look at it. So px is equal to x cube minus x square plus 2 plus root 2 into x plus root 2. Now look at it. So we are finding out p minus 1 whole cube minus 1 square plus 2 plus root 2 into root under minus 1 plus root 2. Now look at minus 1 plus minus there plus 1. Clear? Minus 1 there plus 1 here. How much? Minus 1 here. Look at this one multiplied the minus 2 minus root 2 plus root 2. Look at that, I am repeating it. Minus 1 whole cube minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 multiplied minus 1 minus. This one multiplied both of the minus 1 minus 2 minus root 2 and this one. Look at there, root 2 cancel. Clear? After that, look at there, this one. After then minus 1 minus 2 how much? Minus 4. I am checking again. This one 2.4 equal to 0. P minus 1 is not equal to 0. So gx is not, means gx not, you can write there what? X plus 1 is not the factor of x cube minus x square minus 2 plus root under 2x plus root 2. I told you about that when it was equal to 0, then it was possible, not equal to 0, not possible. Question number 1 is over. Now we are going to solve question number 2. Now students, we are starting the question number 2 first. Yeah, I will solve every type of first questions of everyone. After that you can solve. Look at that. Solving when gx is equal to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0. I told you about x is equal to minus 1. I told you about the what we have to write according to, clear, according to remainder theorem. According to remainder theorem, not sorry. According to factor theorem. If p minus 1 equal to 0, then gx is factor of px. Clear? The px is equal to how much? Px is equal to 2x cube plus x square minus 2x minus 1. The p, how much? Minus 1. The 2 minus 1 whole cube plus minus 1 whole square minus 2x, 2 minus 1 minus 1. Clear? So look at the 2 minus 1, how much? Minus 1 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1. How much? Minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 2 minus 1. How much? Minus 2 minus 1 minus 3 plus 3. How much? 0. So gx is factor of px. Or now listen, according to the question number 3 first, given the information already given, x minus 1 is the factor of px. X minus 1 is the factor of px. So just to think, what is the px? Question number 1, px is equal to given what? X square plus x plus k. Look at there. When I told you about that, if you are assuming gx, otherwise directly you can solve when x minus 1 is equal to 0. Sorry, x minus 1 is equal to 0. X is equal to, clear, plus 1. You can write according to what? According to factor theorem. According to factor theorem, px, p1 equal to 0 if, according to factor theorem, if p1 is equal to 0. Clear? So we don't have to need here. Why? Because it is already given factor. So you don't write this one. You can write only according to factor theorem, p1 equal to 0. That. Why? Because in those questions, clear, in those questions you will have to prove that was equal to 0. But in those questions that is given, that is equal to 0. Clear? Understood? That was necessary to be proved. That is already proved. that y is necessary to be proved. This is already proved. So when proved, why are you going to prove? Clear? Direct we can use it one. P1 is equal to 0. Now look at P. The P1 there is also clear. The 1 square plus 1 plus k is equal to 0. Look at that. 1 here, the 1 square, 1 here, 1 plus k is equal to 0. The 1 plus k is equal to 0. The 2 plus k is equal to 0. The k is equal to minus 2. Clear? According to this one, only one question is solved. How many questions are there? 4 questions are there. You can solve according to this process. Now the question of 4 first. What is the information given? You will have to factorize. In the junior classes, you know about what is the factorization process. This is called the first term. This is called the second term. This is called the third term. What do you have to do? First into third. First of all, we have to do first into third term. The first term is equal to 12. Third term is equal to 1. How much? 12. 1 get 12. Now you have to check it factors. 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4. Now it will be repeated. 12 into 1, 6 into 2, 4 into 3. Clear? So don't remind this one. Only remind this one. Clear? So 1 into 2, 1 into 12. So look at 12. 1 get 12. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13, but not given 13. 12 minus 1 is equal to 11, but not given here. Clear? 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8, not given 8. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, not given 4. 4 3 is 12. 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. And 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. Clear? The 4 plus 3. So you can use this factor. Clear? 12x square plus 1 means this will be copied every time. This will be copied. This one will be copied. You will have to only change second term. You don't have to do anything with the first term and the third term. You have to only do with the second term. But look at there. This one 3 and 4. Clear? 3 and 4. How much? 3 and 4 multiplied. 12 also given, and 3 plus 4 is equal to 7 also given. So you can write minus 3x minus 4x. Why? Because there the minus sign is given. Clear? Minus sign is given. Minus 3x minus 4x is equal to 7. Now look at what is the common between both of those. The 3 also divides 12. 3 also divides 3. X is also divides x square. X is also divides x. So what is common? 3x common. How much? 3. How many times? 4 times. 2x square. 1x out, 1x in. Clear? Now look at 3x. How many times divide? 1 time divide. Now look at what is common between both of them. If nothing is common, then 1 is common. What is common? 1 is common. So there minus 1 we are forming. Clear? We are taking common minus 1. Now there becomes 4x and there becomes minus 1. Look at minus 1, 4x, minus 4x, minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 minus plus 1 1. Now look at what is common. This one common. The 4x minus 1 and there 3x minus 1. According to this one, 4 questions are given. 4 questions are given. You can solve it. I am repeating again. First multiplied by third term. You don't have to do with the first and the third term. You have to only utilize just to get the product. The first multiplied by third. 12, first term 12, third term is equal to 1, 12, 1 get 12. You will have to now factorize. You will have to factorize. What you will have to get? You will have to get the factors. After that, you will have to use as a addition and subtraction. The 12 plus 1 is equal to 13, not given. 12 minus 1 is equal to 11, not given. 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. 6 minus 2 is equal to 4, not given. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Therefore, we can use it. And taking common, it very easy process. You can solve it. Now the same question factorize in the question of 5. Look at what is common between both of them. So there is a common that look at the third x power 3 and there x power 2. So what is common? X power 2. Less power is common always. Less power is common. 3. How many remove? 2. How much remove? Only 1. Only 1 left. And there left 2. Now look at what is taking common. The minus 1 taking common. I told you about that. If nothing is common, then 1 is common. X minus 2. Look at that. Minus 1 into x is equal to x. Minus plus 1 to the 2. Clear? Now look at what is common. X minus 2 common. Clear? And there is x square minus 1. So same to same. X minus 2 is there. But look at there. A square minus b square. A square minus b square. A square minus b square. What is the formula? A minus b into a plus b. You can write there x minus 1 times x plus 1. Clear? I request all of you that complete all of the questions. Thank you.